But say, hey guys, it's Nandor. Welcome to my garage, which looks like a shithole at the moment because I just recently moved in here. Just want to say I'm just a regular schmo. I'm doing DIY repairs on my car, on my bikes, whatever you name it. I usually fix whatever I can, really, just to save myself money. I recently purchased a Series BMW 325i. Obviously, since it's a new purchase, I've changed all the fluids. I've had to change the rear brakes and so on and so forth. Also, the accessory belt was fairly worn, so I thought I'd change that one as well. And that's when I realized that the Alternator Freewheel clutch is just jammed, so it's not working anymore. And I decided to change that as well. So if you're interested, then tag along, and hopefully I can show you how to change it. It's not too difficult. You will need a special tool though to remove the clutch and refit the new one. So this is my car. Yeah, I know, I removed the number plates because I'm a pussy. So if you're wondering what a alternator freewheel clutch is, it's basically just a special type of bearing. Let me just show. So this is the piece we're talking about, okay? And the way this works is I've put a mark with the marker pen, so you can see what I mean. If you turn this in one direction, the middle part and the outer part, they turn together. If you try and turn it the other direction, then they move independently of each other. Let me show that to you. So if I try to turn the clutch this way, you see the whole thing moves. If I turn it the other way, then they are completely independent of each other. And the purpose of this is to reduce engine vibrations being transferred to your auxiliary belt system, which elongates the belt's life and bearings, rollers, what have you. The way to change this is you will require a special tool, otherwise you won't be able to remove it. You need these 32 notch groove, whatever you want to call it, key, which goes into the middle like that. This will help you undo the actual bearing. And then you need an M10 E-type Torx, which goes through the middle and goes into the alternator shaft, locking it in place. Before we can get to change this, there are a couple of bits we need to remove. I'll show you what I mean. We need to get the this intake piece off that goes to the airbox. I've got two bodge screws here. Torque screw here that needs to come out. There's another one here that needs to come out. And then we need to take off the oil cooler cover. And once we've done all that, we have well, fairly good access to the belt system. Can't really see it from here. Let me take these bits off, and then we'll go from there. Right. So there's our freewheel clutch. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I know, I'm wearing gloves because I can't be bothered to get my hands dirty and then having to struggle washing dirt and grime off. Right, so that comes off like that, and there's our clutch. But before we can remove that, there's our belt tensioner. We need to release the tension off the belt and take the actual belt off the freewheel clutch. Okay, so in order to release the tension off the belt, I'll use a T60 Torx bit with a fairly long breaker bar, because the spring is quite stiff, and it just goes in here and just gently pull on it, and the belt should come off. Yep. Okay. So that's off now. Now I'm going to put this tool in here. This is really f***ing on there. Right. That wasn't too easy. Ah, jeez. If you have a look at this. Come on, focus. You can see it's quite rusty and it's absolutely jammed. So this goes in the bin. And this goes on the same way. Don't know, do I want to put a little bit of WD-40 on the alternator bearing? Yeah, why not? Okay. I don't feel any strange movement in the alternator bearing itself. It rotates quite smoothly, so I'm happy with that. Now I should probably look up the torque spec for this this bearing, but right, I'm just starting by hand, and I'll go look up the torque spec and I'll be back in a bit. Okay. I've actually torqued it down to spec, which the Haynes manual says 65 Newton meters for the Bosch alternator, but I forgot to hit record, so sorry for that, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the belt back, start the engine, make sure everything is working how it should be, put all the bits back, and call it a day. This in there. Okay, looking all good. Let's put the dust cap on. Let's probably want to take the light out before I start the engine. And okay, I think I'm good to start the engine up. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that and learned something, and if you found this video somewhat useful, then please give it a thumbs up or share it with your friends. And that's it for today. If you want to see more BMW stuff, then let me know in the comments below. I've done quite some work on mine. I'm planning to do some other bits. I've got a thermostat I'm planning to change. And yeah, that's all I can say. Take care and see you later.